trifling. There we go. My internet's not trifling at all. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you once again. Keeping it real. It's Thursday, 6 o'clock. Chuck and Jeremy are here. We've got a special guest. As typical, we've not seen our friend Eric yet, but we're sure he's going to be here because it is a special day for him. Let me hit our badass intro, and then we're going to start our show, which is called the Badass Family Reunion. We'll be back in just a second. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 41 of Keeping It Real. We got a special couple guests. I saw my guest just a second ago, but now I don't see him on. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, about to introduce our fourth member of the group here this evening. We'll put Brad up on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here? We have a badass family reunion, right?
Let's
Absolutely.
go.
It's good to see you guys.
How are you, buddy?
Definitely. This is going to be cool. I am definitely looking forward to this. Two of the absolute best in our industry, which is Jon and Brad. We are missing our boy Eric. He'll be here momentarily, I'm sure. But gentlemen, Jon, why don't you introduce yourself first? So you're up at the top of the screen here on my deal. So introduce yourself first, and then we will speak with our fine friend over in Oklahoma.
My name's Jon. I go by Jon, and I'm the branch manager over at the Southern Shingles San Antonio branch, located 9540 Ball Street. Come give us a view. And I like to hang out. I like to play with superheroes. I watch the movies. I'm into the comics. I'm big into working out. I'm big into selling shingles. I'm big into hanging out with my friends.
You're just big, dude, like in every possible way. Big, personality-wise and stature.
I wouldn't say I'm big. That's what the working out is for.
Exactly, man. So
Trying to get there.
Jon is Ball Street representing, and down on the left corner, we have got our friend, Mr. Brad Patterson. Brad, how are you, my friend? How's everything going? And tell our fans a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Brad Patterson, formerly Broth. World traveler. I like to move a lot frequently, keep it going, lots of changes, but currently here in Oklahoma City now, enjoying life. Got some back home with closer to some family, and just day by day try to get better every day and learn from great people like you guys.
I love it. I don't know what you're going to learn from us, but
I miss you guys. I tell you that much. I do miss you guys.
For sure. So Brad was our branch manager at Ball Street before Jon. I would venture to guess it would be acceptable to say that Jon was Brad's right-hand man. I'd say right-hand man, assistant.
I would say assistant to the regional manager.
Assistant to the regional. And Brad got promoted or moved to Oklahoma City about what? It's been a while now. The picture was from
I think it's back
my
in
Fat
March.
Chuck days. Yeah.
March 18th was when you.
Jon remembers the day.
It was because that was like when Zack Snyder's Justice League was coming out, and I was like, "Yo, I need this day off." And you were like, "All right, fine." And I was good, and it was a great day, a horrible day at the same time. Bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
What's up,
for sure.
Eric?
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:04. You know what that means. Our man, Mr. Shugel, and Eric has his son, Marshall, with him. Hey, Marshall. Hey, buddy. How are you doing today?
Marshall?
Hey, Marshall.
Oh, Chuck's the man.
Hey,
Look at
buddy.
him.
Yeah, he likes to be on camera. He'll wave at us. Marshall, hi, buddy. How are you? He actually carries on a better conversation than his dad sometimes. It's really nice. So you guys know who we are. We're Chuck, Jeremy, and Eric. Eric is our branch manager, Rio Blanco Roofing in Tyler, Texas, and that gets his son pumped. Jeremy is our branch manager in San Antonio, and I am currently in College Station, general manager of Rio Blanco Roofing and Restoration, and we're going to have some fun here. So you guys are two of the absolute best branch managers in the world, I have to say. Jeremy's been lucky enough to work with both of you as well. Eric has not, unfortunately, but Eric, these guys are two of the best in the world. So tell us a little bit about your journey, Brad. Like you were here for not that long, right? You were here for like maybe a year.
1 year.
And you built that thing up and then handed it off to your right-hand man who has taken the ball and run with it. You're over in Oklahoma City. How is everything going over there? I got a chance to visit you back in right when you started there, like in March of last year, and everything was good, but been through a little bit of a season now. How's life?
Man, life has been good. I think I've finally settled in, gotten comfortable here in Oklahoma City. It's been a crazy year though. We had 2 huge storms, busier than ever. I got married in the last 12 months, so settling in there. We're looking to buy a house here soon, and things are going fast. Luckily, we haven't added any more dogs to the family, so I'm still at 2. So that is a huge win right now. It's always a constant fight to keep that number to 2, but things have been great. Learned a lot. It's crazy how much you can do something, and managing a branch. I've been doing it for 3 years now with 3 different locations, but you learn so much doing with different people and different markets, and so that's been the most exciting thing, I think, just to kind of getting to meet new people, new customer base, new friends and family. And just kind of learning from everybody at the same time, just kind of keep things happy and not stress about the things out of your control. That's probably been the biggest thing I've learned over the last 12 months, is not to dwell on the things out of your control, and work with what you got. And it's been a blast though.
So you don't pace around the office when you're stressing anymore?
Yeah, I still pace. There's lots of pacing. I'm never standing in one spot for too long. There's
chewing the pen cap.
There are too many spots to be standing in one in that office. I was over the Oklahoma City Southern Shingles, and it's an impressive facility for sure. And I definitely would be remiss if I didn't mention right now your dogs, Winston and Minnie.
Yep.
And I highly encourage everybody to follow Winston and Minnie on Instagram, because I do, and why not? They need some support too, right?
They do. And every now and then we get people will send us like free stuff to support their dog material. So if anyone's out there willing to start sending dog food, we would love to take it, and we'll brand it, but that would be great. Yeah, follow them on Facebook. I don't run it. That's not me, but we do have a Facebook for them, or a Instagram.
It's Instagram. I watch them all the time. They're cool. I know that they have some great adventures. I love it.
They do.
So, John, what about you? So you were Brad's right-hand man, and Brad got this opportunity to go over there. You move up the ladder. You're now the man in San Antonio. I know there's more than one Southern in San Antonio, but really, is there? I mean, let's be honest. Ball Street that's where we go. So
Ball
that's my
Street's
favorite.
the OG.
It is.
Ball Street's the OG, but those other guys around, the other Southerns, man, they take care of other people. They do a good job, no question there. But Ball Street we're the ballers.
Exactly.
We're where it's happening.
Exactly.
You want to come to Ball Street. But,
dude, I drive there just to go to Ball Street. I don't even need to go to San Antonio, but I make a trip just to go to Ball Street. So how's everything been going? You've been doing it for about a year now too. So how's the first year of branch managership?
First year branch manager, man, it's definitely different than being the assistant. It's a lot more emails. The pressure definitely falls onto you a lot more. You get a lot more eyes on you, but it's a good thing. It's a good feeling, especially knowing when you have a team under you that really appreciates coming into work, and you guys have that culture, and people really want to go in, enjoy the day. They like working with the guy next to them. Those are the things that I really appreciate, and things that I like to see come to fruition from being a branch manager. It was definitely a little off-putting when I found out Brad was leaving, and it was going to be something that they were going to look at me for. I definitely was shaking in my boots a little bit there. I don't wear boots, though. I wear shoes. I'm not from Texas. But I definitely was shaking a little bit there. And, it got me thinking, like, fuck, man, I'm ready for this. I can do it. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I know I'm live. You could censor that out.
No way. We don't censor anything.
I love it. My mom's going to kill me. My mom's watching right now. She's going to kill me. I'm going to get a phone call after. She's going to be all mad that I cursed. We had a whole conversation about it before I even got on the podcast. So I'll hear about that. But, No, being a branch manager is cool. It's definitely something I really enjoy. It's something I was not expecting to find myself doing. Younger John never expected to be the person who's a leader or driving the boat towards one direction. I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy being able to see through a goal and be able to take that team and my team and roll with it, and it's just fun. And then it's also enjoyable when I get to sit here and I get to go out with lunches like you guys, and we get to go out and do all those things and really enjoy the part of the job that is the glamorous side of it all. Going out, shooting the shit, having a few beers, getting the good food, and doing the good stuff.
The good stuff. That's exactly what we all like to do. So we're all about the good stuff. We got Jeremy up in the top right. It was our branch manager, Rio Blanco in San Antonio. How's everything going with you today, my friend, over in San Antonio, Countdown City, USA?
Alamo City, yeah, we're doing good over here. Real quick, I do want to make a wardrobe change, and if you guys can see that, Southern Shingles, baby.
Ooh.
Showing love. You guys always hook us up with the coolest swag. So actually, Chuck gave me this one. So thank you, Chuck. But
that
Southern
was the
right
one
there.
I was going to
I like
wear.
that.
But yeah, I gave that one to
That's
Jeremy.
nice.
I believe that was sponsored by Mr. Kyle Gideon of Southern Shingles in College Station. So every
Kyle's got
Southern
some
Shingles.
style.
Yeah, every Southern Shingles in the United States has got the most amazing swag. And I'm starting to realize every manager is a badass. I mean, all the ones I work with. So Jeremy with the wardrobe change. Over in the left corner, we got our boy Eric, who's texting away. He's getting up now. And Eric, what's going on, man? What's going on today with you? Eric just got done doing something pretty cool. What were you doing like an hour ago when we were talking? Man, Eric, come on, bro.
Look at him.
Come on, Eric. What were you doing?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. What were you doing an hour ago? This is the shtick here, guys. Eric always likes to be that guy. We talked on the phone.
Let me see exactly what I was doing an hour ago.
Eric was looking at a 400 square hotel.
Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah, that.
Minor thing. I don't know how he forgot, but there you go. So how was that? How was your experience today?
I had a good day. We've had a roof build going up too, real fast, smooth, and then it's Iverson's birthday too. So yeah.
We made a little mention of that. If you'd like to bring Iverson on for a moment, we'd all like to wish him a very happy 4th birthday. I know that we got some other stuff going on later, but if we could bring Iverson on, it'd be cool. We wish him
Iverson,
a happy birthday.
You want to come say hi?
Tell him his friends, John and Brad, are here, and Jeremy.
Come on, Iverson.
Iverson, I'm the man.
I want to ask Iverson who's the man.
Iverson, I'm the man. And he goes, I'm going
right?
to ask him who's the man.
Iverson, who's the man?
My birthday today.
Yeah.
You're the man. Exactly. How old are you today, bud?
4.
4.
He just got coached
Big
into
4.
that one.
He got coaxed into what, Eric?
He got coached into that 4.
Oh, okay. Well, nice. He's
My
4. That's
birthday
awesome.
Today.
Yeah, buddy.
It's today? Oh, man. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel another year older?
Another year wiser.
He's definitely a year wiser.
You look
doubt.
older. I don't know if I've ever met you, but I'd say you look older.
You look older.
Yeah, Iverson's going to be shaving here pretty soon. I love it. And Iverson has been on, I think, every episode of Keepin' It Rio since the first one we did. So, Eric, make sure that we have a family program. Both of his sons are on pretty much every episode, which is what I love about Keepin' It Rio. So,
Try.
and don't worry about the cussing because sometimes the little one, Marshall, he's 1. I don't know, dude. I think he's already been in the Navy. Just kidding. I don't think he can talk, but you can read it in his eyes.
Yeah, you can. You can definitely read it.
Anyways, Eric, welcome to the program. Iverson, happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
I hope you have a
Happy
great
birthday,
day.
buddy.
Did you have a good day today?
To what?
Are you coming to my birthday?
I am. Yes.
Oh,
Can I ask you a question, though? Who is the man?
Who's the man? I'm the man, right? Oh.
Oh, I got a text that says something totally different, but that's okay. It's Iverson's birthday. He's a big boy, and we're happy to have him on our show. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we were talking about you guys being branch managers. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I used to be a branch manager of a roofing supply company myself.
All the way up in Ohio, right?
No, actually, mine was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
I was with a roofing supply company in Ohio, and I moved down to Charlotte in 2010 and opened a branch. And as you can see, that didn't quite work out as well for me as it is for you fellows, but crazy experience nonetheless. So I understand what you guys go through on a daily basis. We've had storms in both markets. San Antonio got hit pretty hard last year. Oklahoma got hit a couple times already, in recent history. And we're in an era where material shortages and availabilities are monstrosities. How are you guys living this life? How are you guys managing to keep your blood pressure at a manageable level and not get all excited and not just start throwing stuff around because you're going crazy? Because that's what happened to me.
I'm definitely throwing stuff around and going crazy. So I'm going to pass this one off to John.
What's up, Joe?
I was also going to say I'm throwing stuff around and going crazy, but Brad took my thunder there, so I will answer. Nah, dude, it's definitely something that's difficult. These are situations that not many people have ever had to deal with. The pandemic hit, everything kind of came to a halt, and then Mother Nature had different thoughts for us, and hailstorms hit left and right, hurricanes all over, and demand went up real quickly. So it's been a struggle. There's no question about that. But a lot of what we've been doing and trying to manage that struggle is just setting the expectation, making sure that what we can do and what we can meet for our customers and our contractors is a realistic time frame and realistic for us to achieve. And obviously it has to make sense for us to do. It can't be something that we're just doing to do. It's got to financially make sense. And then the other part of it is kind of just training our contractors and our customers on what is readily available, what we are able to get them, what they should be trying to sell to homeowners, trying to change the status quo of don't go out there and sell this color or this manufacturer, go out there and sell this color. It gives us a lot more flexibility being able to sell a specific color as opposed to selling a specific manufacturer, because everyone does it differently during what we're dealing with right now. Every manufacturer is operating on a different allocation schedule on how they're getting the distribution shingles. So it's a lot easier for us as distributors to get material for contractors if they're not necessarily holding down a homeowner to one option, but giving them more of a plethora. Brad, if you want to chime in, please go ahead.
No, I mean, absolutely. It's definitely a challenge. I think the biggest thing it's kind of allowed us to do and learn is develop and lean on the relationships with not only our manufacturer reps and find support there, but also the customer base. I mean, finding material, lead times, all that is tough, and everyone's stretched thin. But working with a customer base that we enjoy working with and helping, of course, like you guys. I mean, you guys come into the branch, and everyone in our branch has got a smile on their face because they're excited when you guys come in. And I mean, that definitely helps get us through day-to-day stuff and helping take that extra step for people that we enjoy doing it for. But just developing the relationships with everyone across the supply chain to figure out solutions. But I mean, there's no doubt it's been tough. I think it's, slowly maybe getting better, but there's always going to be a challenge, whether it's, lead times this year, there's the COVID pandemic. There's always going to be some kind of challenge. It's just making sure that, kind of what John mentioned earlier, having a team that you have developing, working together and excited and eager to come in the next day. But it's the people in the industry that make it go.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Eric, I saw you laughing down there in the corner and texting. What's going on, buddy? What would you like to discuss? Look, he's making his son cry so he didn't have to get on camera. He made his son cry so he wouldn't have to answer the question. Man.
Smart guy.
What's going on? What's going on? Eric.
How about you? I have y'all's perspective on how you guys have been able to fight through, the last the year or two with shortages and storms. How's it been for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. I was going to get Jeremy's take on that because he does all of our ordering of the jobs for everything we do over in San Antonio. Eric does all of his up in Tyler, and I do all mine in College Station. So we work with different branches. And I was going to ask Jeremy, I think that we're unanimous when we say that Southern Shingles is the best. And you guys make it look way easier than it is. And I think Jeremy would definitely agree, right?
Oh, hands down, yes, sir. You guys always take care of us, and it's always a non-issue with you guys, and that's why we love going there. So thank you guys. Hats off to you guys, and appreciate the swag again.
I was gonna say, or hats on for that matter.
Or hats on, yeah.
Yeah, my San Antonio Ball Street hat with the blue and orange. I'm not gonna lie, there was a ton of people that were sweating me trying to get one, right?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the one. You know what happened? I went to RoofCon in Miami or Orlando, and we were hanging out at a cabana down at the pool, and we might have been having a little hydration party. I lost my hat, and somewhere in Orlando, there's probably someone right now representing Ball Street Southern Shingles, because there's no way that thing wasn't found, discovered, and said, oh. So I guarantee your presence is definitely down there in Orlando, Florida as well.
That's free marketing, man. I'm cool with that. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. But I want to kind of touch on that
for
too.
you if you need it too.
I definitely did. John, you give me everything, buddy. I didn't want to tell anybody who the benefactor was of the
stool.
The stool, man. I got like the Atlas stool. I'm not gonna lie. I was an Atlas distribution person for years, and I couldn't get an Atlas stool. So you did something I couldn't even accomplish when I was in that position. That's proudly at my office. I've got nice clothes because of Southern. But like Jeremy said, it's a no-brainer. I can pull resources from multiple branches. Everybody works well together. Good example is I had a job in Houston, and I was at lunch with Kyle over here at College Station, Southern Shingles, Kyle Gideon. And we were just talking, and it's like, it was one of Eric's jobs actually that he sold in Houston. And let's see what Eric's got going on there. He always makes some sudden movements, and I never know what to expect from him. So it was one of Eric's jobs in Houston that we had. And I'm there with Kyle, and it was like, hey, we need to get not Landmark. My bad. Sorry. I'm an Atlas guy. Pinnacle Pristine Black, right? Landmarks are awesome too. I'm not going to lie. I've sold 1 million of them, but these were Pinnacle Pristine, right? And we were there at lunch, and I said, hey, luckily I'm with Kyle here. Let me see what we can do. He did not have them in stock, right? He was able to pull them from a branch in, it might have been Oklahoma. I don't know, Tulsa or something maybe. And I kid you not, those shingles were delivered to the job site in Houston the next day. Like, awesome. I don't even know how you guys pull that stuff off, because it seems impossible, but it was there. We did the job. Everything was cool. Whenever I have jobs up here, it's kind of we know how to adapt and overcome. So there are situations where I can get shingles up here and I can get hip and ridge there. I can't get hip and ridge here and I can get them there. And luckily I've got 3 different locations I can pull from, and all the resources that SRS has. It's almost like it's too easy. We take it for granted. That's why I really preach to my guys not to ever be like, lackadaisical about this. Always appreciate it, because it's way harder than what you guys make it look like. So definitely appreciate it. I love working with Southern, and, continue that partnership forever as far as I can see.
Chuck,
love hearing that, man.
You've been doing this for it's like 60 years or something like that, right?
62 in March.
What's what all has changed from your perspective on the contracting side? Say a decade ago to today. What are you guys doing differently now, and what do you see how it's changing going forward?
That's a terrific question, and it's been it's been an amazing transformation, honestly. 10 years ago, I was in Charlotte running a branch. I was just getting ready to quit and move to Texas and start selling roofs. Did that residentially for about 7 years. So here in College Station, I kind of cut my teeth and was able to learn about, residential roofing and this side of it. But I started in distribution, right? And I'll tell you one thing that I've really seen has been just an evolution of the products in the last 7 to 10 years. The one that sticks out to me the most, obviously, is my personal favorite, which is Atlas.
Yeah.
10 years ago, Atlas was just starting to get this little Scotch Guard thing going. They were really just starting to turn the corner from being kind of one of those brands that people were a little sketchy on for whatever reason. I mean, and then they've improved probably more than anything I've seen in the industry over the last decade, to the point now where I believe Atlas is 100% the best shingle. And that's what we put on probably 99% of our jobs, right? The evolution of the Scotch Guard and then moving it into the HP 42, making a bigger shingle that has less waste because of the way that it's set up. That's been a tremendous evolution. Another huge one. I mean, I don't know if you guys even sell felt anymore. Do y'all have any felt in stock at your branches, 15, 30 pound? There's probably a few old timers that still use it, right?
They're more for new construction. That's where we sell it, but as far as like residential re-roof, not so much. No.
Yeah. That's an old school product. It was synthetic came into the market, and I was there when synthetic was like first introduced. Right. And it's like, oh my God, this is the craziest thing ever, but it's going to cost too much. It's not going to work. Someone's going to slip, all this stuff. And I'll be damned if nothing happened. It just came into the market. It became a better product. We were able to, start implementing that on every job that we do. So I think the evolution of materials in the last 10 years has been insane. I think also the evolution of stuff like this. I mean, we're on social media. We're right now on like 8 different platforms. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, Facebook. You see down at the bottom, I got all these podcast things. This was not something that was even a thought when I started doing this, right? And we got customers that are watching our podcast that are laughing. And it's just another way, this social media of getting yourself out there in front of more people, getting them to see who you are and what you're all about. And ultimately, that's why people decide to work with you, right? Yep. People that they like and can relate to. And we do a lot of that stuff. And I'm definitely going to interrupt again to see what Eric's got going on. Eric, I see you got a huge smile. Why don't you unmute yourself for a minute and tell the world what is so funny, my friend?
Let's hear it, Eric.
Not much. Just
any questions for John or Brad or Jeremy or me?
Sure, I got one.
What you got?
Let's hear it.
Okay. So
I love Eric.
If
he's thinking,
you were arrested and your face was plastered all over the news and social media, what would your friends and family think you did?
Oh, how about that? Y'all thought this was a roofing deal, but it's not. I think we're done talking about roofing now.
I ran into this not too long ago, and it would definitely have to be stealing roofing material from probably other manufacturers or other distributors. They would definitely be theft of roofing material, I would say.
So you're stealing roofing material, okay?
Yeah, just so I can make sure the Rio Blanco is taken care of. I got to get it there.
It was material for our job, Eric. So it's cool.
We're not shingles in Houston. We're stolen.
Yeah, we're not telling a soul. Don't worry. Nobody's going to hear about this. I like theft of material. So, John, what have you stolen, or what have you broken into, or defiled in some way, shape, or form that's landed you in the slammer?
No, I was just asking,
if I got arrested,
what would the gossip be?
Face was plastered, and what did my family think I did? Probably streaking at a football game or something. If I'm giving you the honest answer. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to stick with. That's what my family would think. And I'll be honest, they're not wrong for thinking that. It's probably something I would do. You just got to pay me enough to do it. There was that dude that was on the Chiefs game. He went on the field. His buddies paid him $1,000.
Did you hear about there was one, can't remember what it was, with the guy who placed the bet. There's a bet on Vegas. There's going to be a streaker, and he put a whole bunch of money on it. And then he went and streaked.
I know, dude. He made like $250,000 or something.
Yeah,
all because the dude just spent the night in the tank, whatever it was.
$1,000 fine overnight.
Yep.
In the overnight.
It's good business right there. That's good business.
The question is though, can you get in trouble for kind of rigging the system that way?
Well, now they don't have that as a bet.
Okay.
So they've taken that away. I don't think that. I feel like they can't. There's nothing they can do about. I mean, they had it on there. Like,
you got to create your own luck sometimes, right? I mean, that's how the world is.
Absolutely.
It's brilliant.
What would you guys be on the news for?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Chuck and Jeremy.
I'm gonna go with Jeremy first. Jeremy, what would you be on the news for?
Man. I don't know. That's a crazy. I've never even thought about that, but I mean, I like the streaking thing. That's pretty funny.
That's not liking. What would your family be gossiping about? What would Joy be saying?
I don't know, man. That's what would Joy be saying. Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to Chuck because that's a tough one. I really don't know.
You got to answer this.
Brad's
I'll tell you mine.
Shingles.
Mine obviously would be some type of money type scheme that I got caught up in. Probably money making type scheme.
NFTs.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. So, stealing cards.
No, just got caught up in something. I guess either that or
any given break, ladies and gentlemen. Eric does breaks every week.
Scheme. So
I think he's just trying to get advice on what he can, what his alibi can be. To me, I think I would probably get caught.
It's not even getting caught, just your family.
I'm in jail. Well, I'm in jail, right? I mean, I did something. I'm in jail. So truth of the matter is I didn't pay a speeding ticket and they got me. But I think everybody's going to assume that I probably I broke into a NASCAR track and they caught me driving our shop truck, White Lightning, around the Texas Motor Speedway. And I was setting track records. If anybody knows White Lightning, you know that White Lightning it's made for speed. So
now it just sounds
you're
like
White Lightning, Chuck Allen.
Talking about. I want to know what Clint thinks that you do, and I want to know what. So Jeremy, what's yours?
Whoa. Oh man,
Jeremy got caught illegally fishing in a pond somewhere out behind someone's house while there was a roof going up.
Don't give him
any. All right, I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. You got to come with your own, I guess.
My wife in here and ask her that question too.
What she would get in trouble for?
Or no,
or what we would think she was doing? Go ahead, get Nicole and ask her to come in here because I've got the perfect answer. What I think she would do to get in jail.
Did you hear the question? Have you heard the question? Come in here.
She's probably heard the question a million times living with you. She probably gave you the question.
No.
She's probably the brains behind the entire thing.
Yours? What would people be saying?
Trespassing. There you go. I'll stick with that.
Trespassing.
Okay. So boring.
I asked that. So I asked
illegally fishing. Come on.
Said if you were
I was cool with that one,
and you were plastered all over the news and social media, what would friends and family thought you did with it? Obviously nothing was out yet. What you did, you're just arrested.
Probably you got in trouble with something and blamed it on me.
Oh my god!
I could totally see that.
With the boat, so Eric did it.
Mine was domestic abuse. She beat the daylights out of you, and you called the cops. You did something to make her mad. So I think we can all see that happening too at some point. Hopefully not, but Eric plays with fire a little bit. So I feel like we would all pretty much. That fits pretty much all of our personalities, right? I think we all hit the nail on the head there.
That's exactly what would happen. That's exactly what would happen. She goes,
yeah.
My family would all think you did it.
That's it. I love it. That is tremendous. So yeah, great question, Eric. Do you have anything else like that you'd like to present to Keepin' It Rio, episode number 41, Badass Family Reunion?
No.
Nothing else? That was your contribution for the day?
Yeah, Eric, I got a follow-up question, Eric.
Ooh, yes, Brad.
Say a penguin walks into a bar and he's wearing a sombrero. What does he say to you? And you're the bartender. What's the first thing out of the penguin's mouth with the sombrero on his head?
You got a drink?
Yeah, I was going to say tequila.
Yeah, well, he's at a bar.
Tequila on the rocks.
Silver bullet.
If one, please. Penguin can even talk.
We are making a huge assumption that the penguin can talk, right? Maybe the answer is nothing because penguins don't talk.
There you go.
What's
But
the
maybe
answer?
Eric.
Is this
Yeah,
the
Maybe
riddle?
Eric.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
is
know.
this a
I've been
riddle? I
wondering
don't.
this all day. I don't know what the answer is.
Oh,
man. So we're here to
man.
we're actually here to
we're
get the answer.
philosophizing.
Yeah. And the other one is how much does the penguin weigh? But I couldn't figure that out because I don't know how big the sombrero is.
Are we
Man.
talking pounds or kilograms?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Ounces. I mean,
Ounces.
I think
That's like-
Eric
that's
just
pounds.
understands penguin, right?
If
Eric?
anybody knows the answer to this that's watching Keeping It Rio, or anybody that listens to it later, I mean, please put this in the comments so that we can get to the bottom of this. I mean,
I once knew a penguin.
wow, really? Tell us about that.
I just knew a penguin. You know,
What was
just
his-
a
what was his
roommate
name?
in college, lived with him. What was his name? Peter.
Yeah, Peter the Penguin. I like
Peter
it.
the
I like
Penguin,
it a
yeah.
lot.
Good. I like the.
We called
I
him
like
Pete.
that.
You know, Pistol
Big
Pete.
Pete.
Pistol
I like
Pete. Yeah,
I like
he was
it.
a
I
good
like it.
Pistol Pete the Penguin, baby.
Like it too.
Good time. So we're gonna get another hailstorm. You guys know that, right? It's coming up here in about 2.5
March
weeks.
19th.
2.5 weeks. Actually, it's March 13th. It's 1 week after my birthday. I'm asking for that for my birthday, and then I'm like, give me a week to kind of enjoy whatever, and then ruin the rest of the year by making me just go crazy. But are you guys prepared for this? We are definitely going to be getting one. I've confirmed it with Mother Nature. San Antonio, Tyler, and College Station are all about to get it. So you guys ready to rock or what?
I don't think anyone's prepared for a hailstorm. I think you kind of just deal with it.
Yup.
But as far as mentally, yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm always ready for a hailstorm. Hailstorm means business, and business means money. So bring it on. I think it'll definitely be interesting to see how a hailstorm unfolds, given all the material shortages and whatnot. Hopefully, we can get back to some sense of normalcy, and by that point, we at least are prepared a little more for the hailstorm and more well equipped. But regardless of that happening or not, I'm hoping and praying for a hailstorm. I'm glad you talked to Mother Nature. She hasn't spoken to me yet about it, but I'm ready for it.
Here's the actual expert. This is
Watermelon hail, baby.
Watermelon hail is coming.
Yeah.
So
Watermelon hail.
That's my wife.
exactly. She is
Supporting the business like none other.
That is tremendous. Watermelon size hail is hitting. We just want Oklahoma to get the watermelons. I'm just looking for grapefruits. I don't need anything really, really that damaging, but I think it'd be interesting. And I do feel like we're getting ready. I know Longview, Texas got it last week. Eric was over there doing some work for Rio Blanco. Eric, what was the what did it look like over there? Pretty good storm that we're going to have some work for this year, you think?
Yeah.
All right, thank you for that insight, my friend. Would you care to expand upon
It
that?
it was damaging out there. Yeah, I don't know. I got Colin's been out there a lot. He's got one or two that called insurance, and I have one out there from a referral.
Once you work with Eric, man, all you do is just refer him to everybody. Eric's like the greatest dude.
How far is Longview from Tyler?
I don't know, like 45 minutes or so. It takes a little bit longer to get to the area that was because it's more north or Longview. So we're south, so we have to go through Longview to get to that area. But Hallsville got hit pretty hard, and they're about close to an hour.
Okay.
Nice. So that's very manageable for us. We love it.
Have you pulled the hail maps from Roof Hub yet?
We got it on from Hail Recon and all that. So
all right.
I didn't even know we could pull hail reports from Roof Hub. I did not know that.
You can. Roof Hub allows you to pull the hail reports from any hail incident that happened in the last 7 days. You've got access to those 7 days. And then it also cool feature is it shows you if you have worked on a house that has previously been hit by hail that you have done. It tracks that address, and then it'll show you, hey, you've already roofed this person's house. You have a relationship with them. They just got hit with hail again. Right there's like a potential lead for you already. So It's actually a pretty cool app. Yeah, it does a lot for you. It helps with your invoicing. It can help track your rebates. Helps with the real-time delivery, so you can see where the driver is, check your delivery photos. It's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Those guys up top, man, they got the brains.
got it
one of the
figured
cool
out.
things when the storm hit here, we were able to basically pull up a customer's all of his purchases he's done ever, and this is a customer of ours that has been buying from us for 5+ years, and it puts a little pinpoint on a map, and then we're able to overlay the hail map on top of it, and you can click each pinpoint, and it's it gives them the address, and it's a lead generation source. And so I mean that was a very cool feature that we were able to use with a lot of customers who have a history of purchasing from us. And yeah, it was a very neat tool, and it's free. I mean, what better way to go out and find business?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know about all that stuff. I need to get a little bit more in tune with this technology. We were talking about. I mean, I'm from the time where we didn't have stuff like that. I used to do everything. I mean, this is how old school I am in the industry. I started off as a driver, right? And I ran a conveyor truck for like 12 years. When I ran the conveyor truck, my boss was so old school that he would not allow us to have GPS or phones in any capacity. Like cell phones were just being invented at that time, right? But this dude was like, those are never going to last. It's going to get a whole bunch of people killed. Come to find out, cell phones turned out to be a fairly decent invention, but we used to have to like look at a MapQuest or whatever he'd print out and put like a little thing. And, now you guys we get text messages the second the driver delivers this stuff. It's insane, right? And evolution of our industry, it's gotten a lot more technological, and it's gotten a lot more fun. I like it. It's cool, the direction that things are going. So what's going on down there with Eric Schugel? He's got something going on with his phone. Always fun to check on Eric randomly throughout the course of the show.
Yeah.
How's everything?
Yeah.
Great. Just
Eric,
got a video message from Sailor.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sailor, as in Joseph Cozell, our co-owner of Rio Blanco and ASAP Roofing's daughter.
Yeah.
Friends with Iverson. Was it a happy birthday message?
It said, "See you Saturday at the party."
Outstanding. And you know what? Sailor is how old? Like 3?
Yeah, they're like this. Yeah, they're about the same age.
$20 says that she actually texted "see you on Saturday" because I believe she knows how to read, write, and speak like 6 languages. So stellar. Stellar. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I got some cool stuff going on. We're going to be doing an event Saturday too over in Tyler, Texas. What event are we going to be doing there, Eric? Why don't you tell the fans of Keepin' It Rio?
We're planting trees for Arbor Day.
That's
Very
right.
nice.
We support Arbor Day. We support that. We're a sponsor.
It was kind of weird. I drove by that park that we're doing that at, and they're like clearing out a bunch of trees today. I was kind of laughing. I
gotta kill some before you can put some new ones down, right? You got to get rid of the old ones. That's how we do it.
They do it every year. They rip the old ones from last year out, and then they just let you grow a new one. They don't even let it reach its life cycle.
I just was laughing. I thought it was nuts.
That is insane. But hey, maybe we'll get our trees next year, and we'll be able to put them in our office or something. Maybe that's something
Eric,
we can ask for.
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Oh.
I've been wondering this all day.
I know the answer. I totally know the answer.
I can't think of the tree right now.
Eric's a crepe myrtle, no doubt.
I was gonna say that.
No,
Jeremy knows. Eric's a crepe myrtle.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Joke.
What's the one that with the leaves that make people sick?
Oh my
Poison
God.
ivy?
No, there's a tree.
That's a plant.
No, there's actually a tree.
There's a tree that makes people sick.
The
But most of them do, I would assume. I've never eaten like acorns or anything, but what is it?
They're pretty good.
I don't know.
Eric's talking about some illegal trees. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't. Those trees are not available.
Just don't get close to me.
So I said crepe myrtle, and Jeremy immediately agreed. Why would you say crepe myrtle, Jeremy? Because I want to know if your reason's the same as mine. I'm sure it is.
I don't know. It's just a funny tree. Just I don't know. It's funny.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. We got these crepe myrtles in front of our office.
What is it called? A crepe myrtle?
Crepe myrtle.
I bet
like
those stupid trees that do these little wing things and stuff.
A bonsai tree?
How do you spell it?
That is CREPE. Myrtle. Crepe Myrtle.
I've got
I
one in the
won
front
it.
yard and the
I
backyard.
won the spelling bee in 4th grade. For those who don't know, that's why that was so easy for me.
I always thought you would
Eric,
get there.
that's a good tree to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look how bright and colorful.
That's a good tree to be, man. I'm like along the lines of a weeping willow. I will like a crepe myrtle or something.
Weeping willow.
I like
that. That's a good
funny.
tree.
It's not bad. I guess I didn't expect a compliment.
Yeah. Eric's been on 41 episodes, and this is the first time he's ever actually gotten something nice said. So that was a historic moment. I definitely think Eric's a crepe myrtle. I believe myself as a mesquite tree. I'm just kind of there, and I don't really serve any purpose, and I'm kind of annoying, and that's pretty much what mesquite trees are. They serve no real purpose that I'm aware of. Therefore, I'm quite proud to be a mesquite.
That's all over West Texas, mesquite trees. Yeah.
Exactly. One day I shall be all over West Texas as well. So that's pretty cool. One of the things here at Keepin' It Rio that we like to do on our live broadcast every week is we like to do a shout out for one person in our organization, in our branches, and we like to talk about a win for the week. So we got 2 of the biggest winners in the industry who have nothing but beast in their offices, and I'm sure that like every day is a win. We got Jeremy, Eric, and Chuck as well, who y'all know what we do. We just have fun and we just deal with winners. So I'm going to start at the very top with John. And I'm going to ask you, John, why don't you give us a win for the week for Southern Shingles Ball Street? And why don't you give a shout out to one of your people on your team who has done an amazing job or just something above and beyond this week that we can get some recognition to? Make them famous.
My win for the week's going to go to my boy Patty Ortiz, Patty Mills, works the front counter. We have had a few instances of COVID this last week, and we've been extremely short-staffed. And it's definitely been something that I've had things spilling onto my plate, and Patty has really stepped up to the plate and just helped me out tremendously. So Patty's getting the shout out this week.
I love it. That is tremendous. Tremendous. Because I agree with that 100%. Every time I go in there, it is a pleasurable experience at Ball Street, no matter what.
I'm glad.
That's the reason why. Patty, thank you, sir. Jeremy, what about you, my friend? You've got a lot of stuff going in San Antonio. I get to see some of it from afar. What's your superstar for the week? I think I know who you're going to say. And also, what's your big win? There's a lot of wins this week.
There was definitely a lot of big wins. I'll start off with the win. Definitely getting to go to Tyler and doing our company training. That was huge. That's a good way to start off the year for us. Chuck got to speak and get the crowd going early, so that was good. But my big win, or my big shout out is going to be to Victor. He actually went to that training, and he's a new guy in the industry, and he's just really killing it. We did a couple of inspections today, and the guy was hand measuring roofs. He's done a lot of our ASAP University, so this guy's really all in. So I'm pumped to see that, and it's just a good thing to see, So
yeah, for sure, I agree with that. And when ASAP University, for anybody that doesn't know, our parent company is ASAP Roofing over in Tyler, Texas. We have a full online training platform that's designed in-house. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Grant Cardone or the guys who have the online training stuff, but ours is made on the same platform, Lightspeed VT. It is absolutely the best training in the industry. We've got a guy who had no experience like a week ago, right? And he literally has gone through he's gone through like 90% of it. All right, Eric, you're coming up next, so I hope it's funny. I hope it is. I know it's going to be, but that's our big thing over there. I want to go next. It was going to be Eric, but I'm just going to hold off on him for a second because I want to steal his thunder. My big win, I think, was the same thing that Jeremy said. Our meeting this week over in Tyler, that was tremendous. We got there at about 8 a.m, and I think we were finished around 5. We had probably, I don't know, how many people you guys think we had, Eric, Jeremy? How many you think we had? 100?
I was going to say 100 at least.
There was at least 100 people. We had a company. We had 4 different companies in the room. ASAP, Rio Blanco. We had Gladiator Roofing, and we also had
Chuck Taylor, Taylor Made Roofing.
Exactly. And Chuck Taylor and his team, ladies and gentlemen, drove all the way from Morgantown, Indiana. It was 25 hours round trip in a truck just to go to our conference, which I thought was the big win. And that's the shout out for Chuck Taylor and his team at Taylor Made Roofing out of Morgantown, because, dude, that is commitment right there. They drove to Tyler, Texas. Yeah. So much respect.
They saw the value, right, Chuck?
They always see the value. I thought it was a tremendous day. There was so much talent in that room, and there were so many young people that we've got in our organization that it was really cool to me. The very next day after that, one of the guys went out, Hayden Lane, and he sent a message that he had taken notes about what I was teaching him. He got to put it into play the very next day, and he signed a deal as the third contractor to talk to this homeowner. So I always tell people, if the door's open, it's your job to shut it. And if the dude before you didn't shut it, don't give him the opportunity to come back in, man. Shut and lock that thing down. And that's what they did. So shout out to Hayden Lane as well for utilizing that. Eric Shugel, how about you, my friend? Big win and shout out for the week.
Win is just like, I don't know, winning over this hotel instantly today. That was a huge win. And then shout out, man, I want to shout out the whole office kind of, because I'm so excited. Matt just got, I think we should have an approval on something that we've been on a PA one on a big job. Collins got like two or three going through. Then we got Hunter, the new guy. I'm excited for him, and Johnny coming in the office. I mean, we have so much.
It's amazing, isn't it? We got a solar job that we're getting ready to do on Eric's house. He's going to be one of our first ever for Rio Blanco's solar division.
Yep.
I do want to ask you this, Eric. You kind of glazed over this just a little bit more than it deserves, I think. Tell a story about how you got this inspection today on this 400 square hotel, because to me, this is the badass family reunion, and there's really no more badass story than what you told me today about how this all went down. Why don't you tell the fans?
This is weird. It was just kind of weird. I was getting some supplies at Home Depot, and I was putting them in the car, and this guy's walking by with a shingle on a cart and some cap nails, and I just said, doing some repairs. And then he stops and just starts talking to me, and said that, yeah, he's like, insurance not helping him out. He's just got to figure out how to get all these blown shingles off. And then I asked if there's a lot, and then I showed on the one shingle I saw two spots of hail that would look evident of hail damage just on one shingle. So I was like, did they look at that or what? And he told me no, they just look for wind. And I just said, you want me to come and look at your place, and I can give you a second opinion, and we can call, for a second adjustment if you like. And he goes, yeah, I mean, you can do that. Is it a problem if it's a hotel?
No, sir. No problem at all.
And so there we go.
Jackpot.
I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was either. So
good for
I think
you.
the moral of the story on that is opportunity is everywhere. We preach that to our guys all the time. Eric walks into Home Depot to buy something, no expectation, and a 400 square project is pretty nice day at the office. And I feel like Eric's going to do it because he's Eric Shugel, superstar. There's a reason he's the branch manager of that office. And
as long as we get approval if we can get it approved through insurance, it'll be our job. Yeah.
There you go. Admire that confidence, right? You're the man, Eric.
Eric's the man.
Definitely. Eric's the man.
I'm the man.
There you go. And this is when Iverson in the background's like, no, Dad, Chuck's the man. I got a text message that he said it yesterday. So
can you hit him with an applause, Chuck?
An applause? Of course.
Hit him with the applause.
Hey, Eric, this is for you, buddy. Woo! I had booing, but I had to get rid of that one. So we come down to the bottom right corner. We got our man, Brad Patterson, the branch manager of Oklahoma City. Tell me, Brad, about one great person in your office that had a great week and a win for your company.
Joy. Crap. Did anyone shout out Joy? Sorry.
Joy, always.
Joy. It's implied.
Okay,
it's implied. Eric always forgets, even though they work in the same office. I don't know.
Horrible. Eric, you're horrible.
Last week, Eric didn't even realize that Joy answers the phones for our company. It was like, man, that's harsh. So, Brad, big win and shout out for the week for Southern Shingles, Oklahoma City.
Let's see. Yeah, so much has happened already, and it's not even all the way through the week yet. I think I'm going to throw it all into one. Today, we were able to have new employees start today. His name is Tyler. Excited to have him come on board and join this company and kind of help us out and add to the team. So he's coming on board as an inside sales associate, and definitely really excited for him and his his start with SRS moving forward. So definitely a win to land a good guy, good quality guy with a lot of potential. And shout out to Tyler. Excited to have you on board.
Shout out to Tyler for sure. And Brad,
and Iverson. Shout out Iverson.
Ooh.
Today's Iverson's birthday. He definitely gets
Birthday
a shout
boy.
out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you like that. Yeah.
Yep.
I like
love it.
Iverson, you got a shout out.
From a complete new person. It's not even Chuck or Jeremy.
No, I know Iverson.
He's good. I know he'll come in and talk to you. I've been working for a year and a half trying to get him to say a word to me. The only time he talks to me is on camera. Like, it's cool though. He's definitely not camera shy. So, anywho, I do have a question for you guys. All right, there is an opportunity that I have with my company right now, Rio Blanco. I am speaking with a gentleman who works with SRS right now in Florida, and he's currently a branch manager, I believe, and is going to be relocating back to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into this gentleman. His name's Tyler Roberson on LinkedIn and reached out, and I offered him an opportunity to come work with Rio Blanco as a branch manager in my College Station office. And I asked him to watch the show tonight because I've got two branch managers from SRS. I want to kind of show the dynamic that we have and the way that we interact with each other. I think it really shows the chemistry of our company and our culture, as well as the way that we feel about working with you guys. But I got to put you all on the spot. Like, if you guys weren't working for SRS, or if you had to do something else, and I reached out and said, hey, I'd like for y'all to come take a look at Rio Blanco, what would you guys say about our company that would be, don't say anything negative, but obviously Jeremy and Eric do stuff, but what would you say to our boy? Would you recommend Rio Blanco? Do you think we're a good company? Do you think that we're quality people? And
what would you recommend? But only good things.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Hands down, I think it shows in Rio Blanco's culture just how positive, upbeat they are, and it's very contagious. Like I mentioned earlier, you guys come into the branch, everyone smiles, they get excited, so and that bleeds through and through. So just fun, upbeat, positive. Chuck, it seems like you're a big motivator, which is huge, in being in that leadership role. Seems like you definitely invest a lot of time in people's training and development, and not necessarily just on the ring side, but it sounds like you guys push personal and professional development. I think it's definitely a cool thing. I definitely love to I would jump all over it. It's definitely, you guys seems like you guys run a great organization. Aside all of the illegal and bad stuff that I won't mention, everything's great. You guys are, hands down.
Long as nobody says it, it doesn't happen, right? What about you, John? Can you say something great about Rio Blanco? Hey, check this out. I don't know who this is because this won't let me say, but a Facebook user says Rio Blanco is a positive motivation company and also sells roofs. That's the way I pride myself. So, John, continue on with singing our praises, sir.
I
appreciate it.
I fully agree with everything that Brad is saying, man. I think one word to really summarize what Rio Blanco consists of is just winning. If there's one thing I see from you guys, especially like on your social media presence and from the conversations that we have when we're talking shop, you guys are a group that just is hungry. You want to win. And you do it all with this good morale and this good culture that you bring to the table. And all it does is entice other people to want to join into that group. I know for a fact that if I ever myself parting ways with SRS for some god-awful reason, I hope it never happens. I love the company I'm with, and I fully plan on retiring with this company. But something ever were to happen, you'd be getting a phone call, and I'd be saying, hey, man, what can I do for you, and what can you do for me? And I think that's the mindset that Rio Blanco always has is what can we do for each other? What can we do for the homeowner? And that's what separates you from other contractors. You know, it's you guys put pride and you care into your work. And you don't always see that. It's always not, it's good and it's genuine coming from you guys. And I think that's a real big selling point. And you bring a lot to the table. You guys just do a good job with it all.
I appreciate that. That was an awesome recruiting pitch. Hopefully we can make something work with that. We are now on the 1 hour mark here with Keeping It Rio. So we're about to wrap it up. Eric likes us to quit after like 10 minutes. So I draw it out. If we were allowed to play music, this would be like a 4-hour program, but you know, luckily that's illegal. So we always end with like a word of wisdom from everybody. Eric's are usually the ones that really are super amazing. So Eric, we're going to start with you. Give a little word of wisdom. You know, see you next week from Rio Blanco. Go for it, buddy. Come on, Eric. You can do it.
Do what? I got nothing.
The same thing you do every week.
Like that every time, and I got nothing.
You never prepare. That's the beauty of you, Eric. So what would you say? Make it a great day.
No.
Make today great. Do something awesome.
Well, no, just come back to me in a minute. I'll think of something.
All right. So Jeremy, what do you got?
Chase your dreams because your dreams don't chase you. So
I like that. Chase your dreams because your dreams don't chase you by Jeremy. That's beautiful. I am going to go with Know Your Worth because that was something we really focused on this week at our meeting. Understanding the value of yourself and your profession and not getting yourself caught up in stuff that's actually not beneficial to you. Knowing what your strengths are and working on them and not focusing on weaknesses. So Know Your Worth was mine. John, I'm scrambling around a little bit. What do you got, John? What kind of wise? I know, Norm, I should have saved you for last because you spit fire every time. You're like a dragon. But what is your word of wisdom?
My word of wisdom is going to be something that my father told me when I was younger, and it's the difference between good and great is a little extra effort. And that's how I live my life every day.
That's tremendous. Tremendous. All right, Brad, there's no pressure here whatsoever, but you did just get a great compliment here. So Charlotte Patterson says, Brad, what a great program.
You the man.
You are the man. So what word of wisdom or words multiple do you have for Keeping It Rio episode 41, Badass Family Reunion?
Badass family reunion. I'm gonna my team would be upset with me. I got to give a quick rundown of my team real quick to give a shout out. So Jill, Josh, Tyler, Steve, Matt, BC, Baby Juice, Hunter, Joe, Corey, Neil, Dustin. Shout out to the team and everybody else and their families. Words of wisdom. Jill, actually, our assistant manager here, just put in a comment. Her words of wisdom is you're only one yes away from success. So I like that. So shout out to Jill on that. My words of wisdom, I'm going to actually steal it from Albert Einstein. And it's learn from yesterday, live for today. And the important thing is not to stop questioning. So always be curious, always learn. Always keep growing, and if you can always do something better than you did yesterday, chase dreams, go get it.
Did you just look that up?
That's fine.
No, so I have a little chalkboard on my outside my office now. I try to put a new quote on there, so that's the quote I have on there right now.
Just like you were doing the word of the day.
Word of the day, quote of the week.
We always have a word of the day. We have some amazing words of the day. All right, Eric, no pressure on you, buddy. You are the last one to come up with something wise here. I've clearly mentioned that you're the wisest of the group, so bring it.
Kaboom. No, I don't know. Keeping it Rio. When you're, I don't know.
We got.
When you Kaboom! We just do that. Happy birthday, Iverson.
I got another one here too. I always like
really when you're down I don't know. Just I always think something as important as this one's just going to be different. Is I don't know. Just be confident. A lot of people lack confidence. So be confident in what you're doing, learn your product, and you shouldn't have any issues.
I like it. Check this out. There, that was Eric with the kaboom. So we're going to wrap up Keeping It Rio, Badass Family Reunion. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, which is Louisiana Thump Hot Sauce. I definitely encourage everybody that's watching this program to go to louisianainabottle.com and buy some of the stuff. Absolutely amazing. It's my best friend since kindergarten. So highly respectable product. I definitely am not hawking a bunch of junk. I encourage everybody to go to louisianainabottle.com and get some of that. And also, I do want to mention I've got a couple guests I'm doing some interviews with tomorrow. Should be a pretty good day. I've got Eric Richardson, Eric the Roofer.
On the boring one?
Yeah, on the boring one, Eric. They requested not to have to interact with you. So, yeah, on the boring one. And then I also have Troy Anderson, the Roof Man. And next week, I got a couple guests as well. So we're doing really well with Keeping It Real. We're starting to get some traction. Highly encourage everybody to watch the one that I dropped on Tuesday, which was Joseph Hughes, key influencer in our industry, super guy to look up to and follow. So I encourage everyone to check that one out as well. This is going to be up on all of our platforms, and tomorrow to be available on all audio podcast platforms on the face of the earth. So we appreciate the support from everyone. Brad, John, thank you guys for being on Keeping It Rio. I wish we had like 2 hours to go, and we could probably fill a 2-hour program because you guys are the absolute best. So thank you guys for taking time. Eric, thank you. I don't know why you're shaking your head. No, we're not doing 2 hours. I said we could. Next week we will, though.
Hey,
so
Eric, how would you describe the color yellow to a blind person?
Ooh.
Have you ever seen the sun?
It's like sunshine.
I would, I'd just get them the Braille thing and let them feel it out, and they could read about it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Words of wisdom from Eric.
So, oh, God.
I believe that Eric would actually do that, too. So thank you guys for another amazing episode of Keeping It Real. We always appreciate our fans and friends and family for watching. We're trying to hit 10 million downloads or views. Actually, it's 20 million now per Eric. So we need a little bit of help here. We appreciate all the support everybody gives us, our sponsors, all of our friends, K Socialized Media, who helps us put this together as well. So
we will be banned way before 20 million.
Nope. I got a Patreon channel. So if y'all want to get the real Keeping It Real, it's going to cost you like $5 a month, but it'll be worth it. So
we'll never get 20 million if you got to pay for it.
Yeah, we will. Hey, Joe Rogan, man. That's all I can say. We're trying to be like the new Joe Rogan.
Oh, man. Thanks, guys. This was fun.
Yep, absolutely. Everybody, we'll see you again next week on Keeping It Rio. So without any further ado, I'm going to end this broadcast in 3, 2.
Take it easy, guys.